Hey craft cousins, it's Charity and I am here today to share with you guys the prep for Logan's Wild One first birthday party. As you can see, this is the room. It is semi-decorated, but in comparison to the end result, it is definitely a before look. Also, I want to note that this is the very first time I am using a balloon arch kit from Amazon that comes with a strip with the little holes in it. I think it is important to note that when buying a balloon arch kit, you have absolutely no control over how much of each you get, because, for example, they may say this is a 100 set piece, which includes the strip that you attach things to, the glue dots, the device included to help you better tie knots in your balloons. So basically everything is included. Like, I had no control over the fact that we got tons of these olive green balloons. However, we did make do. So here the balloons are already blown up. I will advise you to basically, looking at the amount of balloons we had on the floor in comparison to the length of the balloon strip, I knew that we could not start from end to end and make a balloon garland that I'm used to. Now, it was suggested that I possibly fold it over and do like a layering thing, but I feel like that would be too much of a hassle, really. I'm used to a balloon garland basically being one big piece, or if I'm doing something and need to add more of a tail or something onto it, just adding it that way. And this was not something I planned to do, honestly, this balloon garland. So I didn't have my usual fishing line and, just the things that are pretty much gets me in my comfort zone, which would include extra balloons, because I did have green and gold balloons at home during the time that we were making this. But I had quickly asked my husband to come home from work and, so that I can be a part of this day. So I did not know that a balloon garland was a part of the deal, which is fine. So here you see me adding the balloons in, which I was advised to do put one in, then maybe skip two holes and then put something in on the other side. So that worked as far as helping us see how we needed to fill it out. And there, it gives me a look at, okay, I need to put more here, more there. And with the this little tying and putting them in the whole thing, it allows you to rearrange. It did start to get full, but you could easily just take it out and move one, where you saw fit. So that's basically what you're seeing here, and more of that. Personally, I prefer my method of doing balloon garland, which is with fishing wire, because I feel that I do have more control over the shape and just what I want to do. And again, it's still just my comfort zone. And with this, I do feel like you may use less balloons to achieve this particular look, but there is just something to me about, having full control over something. So this is just more of filling it in, looking like, oh, there's too many of these colors next to each other, and trying to, spread that out. So I will try to fast forward a little bit here. And yeah, thanks for watching. This is a lot of rearranging. Too many colors similar, rearranging. As you can see, we have been given variety sparingly, honestly. Also, you see the vines are up, which weren't up originally. Now I'm just kind of putting it up to see One, if I like the shape, if there's something I need to change, because again, this really didn't give me as much control as I'm used to. So this is me saying, okay, hold this. Let's see what's what. Yep, and then the camera fell. So yeah, that was a little bit of testing out what I want, what I didn't want. Overall, the shape is nice. And as you see, like using most of all of the balloons really, except for like small filler, that's about as big as it was going to get. I was able to make it start from the very tip just because I had some extra balloons, or once I put it on there, I took some balloons out and just kind of added it to that front portion. But yeah, again, this kit comes with a lot of olive green. It would have been different if there were more of kind of everything, the variety. So this is me adding things up, which it came with some what do you call it, balloon string, and so that's what I tied it up there with. And then using the glue dots, I was able to just kind of put in place the other things, because at this point it was way too much to try to keep taking in and out at this point. My husband had called me a few times, I'm sure, but overall the end result turned out nice. There was also Wild One balloons that sorry about all of that needed to go as well. I think it did come with the kit, as well as some little animals, which I kind of felt like were a little bit off base for me with what I like to do, and they were used elsewhere in the party instead of on the garland. So this is me just tacking in place what's what, trying to get a better idea of how things will go for the actual party. And this is what things are starting to look like before I left. I also used some glue dots to put the letters in place, because I don't know if you were able to see that some letters are kind of like puckering from the, like, kind of sticking out. So I put glue dots on there for it to kind of be in place.